and that still didn't feel like enough. And then, you know, over on the side of Heroic, we had players showing up, sure, but it felt like it was a much more kind of team-based affair, everyone stepping up equally. I still feel like Heroic have the edge heading into this second map, and it looks like Betway agrees with me. Smart. Or maybe not.
And wonderful. Xantares, first contact on B short. He's going to have to fall back. Heroic, they are setting up for this quick B approach, but Big, they're more than aware. Look at this rotate down through the connector. Dennis is going to be dueling. Heroic already in B, though. That smoke cutting off the players on the CT side, but Big can just play for retake here, or at least they should have been able to, but 2 shots through the smoke. Freiburg and Blame find a killer piece. These players can even wrap up C to A, and they're going to do it. Heroic, this team has been so entertaining already back on Inferno. So many crazy decisions, and they are starting off the pistol by going round the world. tabseN has no idea.
Yeah, the thing that's so horrible about this for tabseN is, you know, rotating through CT, they could be in any one of these angles. They could even have a player in graffiti he doesn't know, and he would have to check so much that it looks like he's just going to decide to save. Hold on to the armor and the kit into the next round. Heroic finding the pistol.
I mean, just what a precedent being set from Heroic as well. This is hilarious. I love the calls, because the thing is as well, there's so many young players on this team, not just in age, but also in terms of experience, right? Like if you look at this roster, you've got Freiburg, obviously, unbelievably experienced. Who's the second most experienced on this team? Is it S-Tag, maybe Stown? One of those two, and neither of those have, you know, been playing in the top echelons of Counter-Strike for even that long, you know, more than a few years. So, yeah, this is crazy. A bunch of young guns, and they are looking to take Big apart. Already a map and a round up. Heroic certainly making tonight entertaining. 2 scouts for Big. What have they got for us in this force by round? Lots of utility. A very good chance at finding something, but Heroic are going to hit him with a B rush.
Oh, and already Xantares taking one to the dome, Stown doubling down, and Tizian hidden on the barrels. He is a man who loves this position. His ability to flick around from the barrels is pretty impeccable, but he's only going to get one. It was Tizian, right, where there's that clip of him at the barrels looking.
There's
lots.
Clips,
I think
which is the scary
he has like the most insane ability to do the whole right. So you look down at the barrels, you know, so they can't see your head, and then he flicks up, and he, with terrifying consistency, can land that shot.
So I saw a video of him, someone filmed over his shoulder, of him practicing it in an aimbots, right, in the map, and it's actually crazy how consistent it is. Like when you watch him do it in aimbots, he's hitting it every time. For the record, I sat down. Obviously, I'm not a pro player. I sat down and I tried to do that. I couldn't hit one. Like I couldn't even like flick up to accurate head height, because that's the thing. Like muscle memory wise, you're flicking left and right when you play. How often do you flick down and up in Counter-Strike? Never. Verticality, you know, to that level at least, isn't a thing. So yeah, no, Tizian is the only player in the world that I know of that can actually do that consistently, and it's really, really sick to see. Rarely is useful, but when it is, it can be really fun.
Yeah, it's very niche.
Yeah, and it's so unnecessary as well. Let's be real. You can just like peek barrels and take a fight, but sure, like, yeah, okay, your head's hidden for half the time that you're fighting. Pretty cool. I like it, but, you know, only a little trick. 2-0 for Heroic, though, and Big, again, another save from them, so they will be bringing more scouts into the picture. Another eco before they get the guns in. Heroic, quick control, taken down towards B short, and Dennis might have a bit of a nade for this. I wonder if there's a nade stack, because there's 3 in play. They are going to be for the monster. If anyone comes out through this tunnel, they are going to get a big old chunk of damage taken away. Probably the kill from Big, assuming the timing is done correctly. One of those nades already being used, though. Little damage onto Blame, but nothing too consequential. And I think Dennis just did it so he could rotate back up. He wants to go towards A. Nothing's being heard outside of B. Although that is where Heroic sit with the bomb as well. It's mainly a default. I mean, look at, you know, Stown and NATO. These guys are just holding back for the time being. NATO's pushed up on long, so Bit of control there for Heroic. Stound's now clearing out the connector so they can start to set their sights somewhat on A, but smoke towards short will keep them out of that site and force them into this stack that is on B right now. Big looking for all 5 players on lower. And Heroic are going to walk right into this. Could get messy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've still got these nades on Tizian and God B, but Dennis getting timing there. Freiburg finding a double over towards the short position. The nades rain in and they get a bit of damage onto Stound, but nothing really to write home about. This 5-man stack getting dealt with right now. And yeah, Heroic able to keep that flawless in spite of walking into the full 5. It might have just been USPs and scouts over in the big side of things.
I mean, there were pistols. There was a couple of bits of armor there. That was, you know, that was more than just a flat USP round, really. I would have imagined Big get a little bit more done, but yeah, it was the re-aggression that starts things off. Freiburg catches Dennis pushing, and from that point, it just starts to steamroll. One-on-ones being won by Heroic, but it doesn't matter. So here's the rifle round. Here's what we've been waiting for, the AWP, most importantly, and that's in the hands of tabseN.
Yeah, well, the one thing is, this is the bonus round from Heroic. They've only got 2 AKs, and with only 1 player with head armor over on the side of Big, you have to watch out, because this Galil, this MAC-10, that UMP, they're going to be so deadly to the majority of these players on the side of Big. So curious if that's going to really play into this round. Zantares spotted early on over here at short. Ooh, S-Tag getting away with a lot of damage through that smoke. Stound barreling in. There's the first kill going the way of Heroic. Actually going to deke down Zantares as well. Got B trying to do what he can, but everyone's dead. 4 players inside of B. Not that you would have known, because Heroic make that look easy, and it's just tabseN remaining up in heaven. 1-on-4. Bomb planted. Does plucks down from the air, but you don't imagine he gets much more, and he's just going to start to back off.
360 attempt, not connecting, and look at the A side of things. Blame's already hunting this. Ooh, can't afford to make the noise because that would give away his position to tabseN. He's got S-Tag cutting him off on short as well. This will definitely be the kill for Heroic. You'd imagine tabseN moving forward. Oh no, does Blame realize he's to his left? If he doesn't, he might start running, and that could be a bit of a problem, but good awareness from Blame. tabseN will walk right back into it, and Blame gets the frag. So, where did it go? It's in the flower bed. Did he get it? It blew to the... Yeah, I heard a gun drop. I think he did, but it blew to the other flower bed, I think. I think Blame stopped for a second, like, do we want AWP? But yeah, you definitely want AWP for Heroic. There's no way you don't take that. T side of Overpass, NATO was the... Oh no, they didn't get it. That's unfortunate. Damn, the hesitation is a bit of a problem, but yeah, I would see no way why Heroic wouldn't want the AWP here. Either way, Big, another half buy.
Oh, and the nade stack onto Zantares. Heroic, they are looking like a force to be reckoned with here on Overpass. About to move 5-0 up. And already, you know, you could look at this as being a good T-side half. That's kind of the scary thing. tabseN getting a bit of damage off with the scout isn't going to mean much just yet. He's still alive and kicking around over here at long. S-Tag is trying to keep an eye on it. Just as he looks away, tabseN is going to rear his head and spots that utility going out. Ooh, a shot. S-Tag will actually be able to find him, so tabseN not getting away with much on the scout. God be here with a deagle, spots a man down in mid. Heroic, they know that they don't need to go running into one of these bomb sites just yet. Ooh, Tizian, that's a bit filthy.
That's the thing you have to remember. In the back pocket of Big is Tizian and Zantares. These guys dropped 30 back on the previous map despite losing it. 30 each, for reference. So these guys are definitely warmed up and ready to go. Another man who maybe has got B. Does he get that rifle? I don't think he did. He's only got the pistol out, and he might not need it. 2 kills with the Deeg. Oh no, Gobi, he might find a third, but the Molotov will spell his demise. Blame getting the kill. Tizian now on a 1-on-2, but these targets have been softened up. S-Tag's the first to fight. Tizian takes the frag. They're both on 16 points of health. It's anyone's game. He's cornered in the left side, but Blame just takes the fight. So much confidence for Heroic. Dangerous, considering that was a half buy, but they'll win the round.
Yeah, you can kind of stomach losing a few more players there thanks to these first few rounds being so clean. And there's that nade stack onto Zentares. Ooh, he is going to be feeling sore about that one. Got the AWP back in the hands of tabseN, and NATO's got his in play. First time we get to see it over in the T AWPer's hands, on this map at least.
Stalin spotted him. I think he was on the ladder and saw him through the corner just peeking, so playing passive knowing there's a man inside of Con. And Heroic, oh, they're going to avoid him. I like this. They don't even try and challenge short side. They go, okay, if they've got connector, they've probably not got long. And Heroic just charge up. Look at S-Tag's position right now. We are 30 seconds into the round, and he's about to walk onto the empty A site.
I mean, this was very, very smart from Heroic just to go for the long play on the back of seeing connector control getting taken, and now they've got this A side of things. They're actually going to start to push down towards B. Wow. Of course, you know, Big, they're not going to expect this. Why would you imagine S-Tag's up in heaven? He's so deep behind enemy lines, he's wearing the Big outfit. He hears the rotation of God B on up. He can communicate that to NATO.
But look at where the B players are.
What is this round? This is not Counter-Strike. There's S-Tag. Tizian is like, okay, hang on a sec.
What is going on?
And now there's 3 players on short. The bomb's trying to get in from Monster. I don't know who wins this. tabseN, he gets 1 from short. Will they be ready for 3 players here on the side of Heroic? That smoke at least nullifies them for now. NATO's also wrapping around from A. God B's wrapping around from A. There's players everywhere, but it's Freiburg to take the first.
Oh dear, Heroic, they almost played themselves with that info. Great work from S-Tag. I think he threw that Molotov either for 1 or 2 reasons. Expecting a passive CTB player, right? The player who typically jumps around boost and then just holds off graffiti side, or expecting God B, who just passed him in the stairwell, to rotate back down. But even so, I mean, you didn't need that molly. I guess thinking B was empty, but Big had re-aggressed up on short, and that's where they'll save. tabseN moves away with the AWP, and Heroic win their 6th round off the back of some unbelievable calling. That's so, just noticing that gap in the defense for Big, noticing that they're dedicating short side and connector players, and then realizing they can take long for free. That's some big brain play. This Heroic roster has been so much fun to watch, Harry. Honestly, this is the most entertaining game I've seen in a while. Big coming in with a tactical pause. I don't blame them. I think I need a break after that round. That was unreal.
And it's not every day that many teams can sit back and be like, yeah, I outsmarted God B. You know, and Blame F could certainly say that in that round there. You know, I mean, assuming it's him who made the call, but it might not have been. I mean, it's Stown who got the information. It could have just as easily been the young gun over in the side of Heroic. Regardless, it's been some great calls both here and on Inferno from this Heroic squad. And I have to agree, Hugo, it's been a blast to watch. There's still so much more left of this game, potentially, but with Heroic sat 6-0 up over on the T side, they're looking to take it hard and fast to Big. They're finally going to be in with a response. On the back of saving those rifles, they've got a very good buy here into this round. AWP still in the hands of tabseN. But what's the change now from Big? tabseN going to try his hand at some mid-aggression. This time, Heroic, they bow out of mid and they turn their attention down here towards connectors. And Zentares, he has aggressed in through short. Not something that Heroic have had to encounter all too many times. But there's that first point of contact. It's tabseN in the toilets with the AWP. And on the back of Stown falling, Blame F's going to start to retreat from connector.
Yeah, that was originally Heroic trying to walk up towards A with the bomb, maybe go for the split up through Fountain side, but they lose that man and they double back towards B. That makes Zentares' position so valuable. Now, he won't be able to spot the cross to Monster, but if Heroic hypothetically sneak in through Monster here, their first player they'll see is going to be Tizian. In the meantime, a smoke comes up from A. Got B through that. But there's a big gap in it. Either way, it's going to be holding Heroic back somewhat. No, it won't. S-Tag's going to abuse the gap. He can guess because of where that smoke was thrown. He saw it come from spawn. Therefore, knowing that B is somewhat empty. But yeah, the angle from Tizian, this should catch Heroic off guard. Surely they won't expect this player close on short. S-Tag getting blindsided. Tizian with one. Xantares can now double back if needed as there's no one in the tunnel. Nade is good. Can Heroic get this bomb down? 20 seconds. It's been dropped in the open. Tizian with a smoke on the Molotov. 19 seconds and Heroic needs to pick it back up as Xantares caught on the flank. NATO gets the wallbang to Tizian and this bomb has gone down after all. Heroic 2-on-3, still salvageable.
Yeah, rotation coming in and God B will delete NATO Sapphic because it's blame F. He's 8-0 right now, still yet to die, but he might have his first death looming. There's God B able to find him. It's the clash of the brains, and God B emerges victorious in that round. Big. They managed to get the retake off. But good job from Heroic to still find a bomb plant in what was a 2-on-5 at one point in time.
Wow, Heroic's ability to, lose the man advantage straight into the round and still find the one way they can, make that round doable somewhat. Walking through that failed B smoke, taking the B site with a plant. They're going to be more than happy with that one. We'll give them a bit more money for the future. And they've got another rifle round here and now. NATO moving away from the AWP for the time being. Blame F straight up short. Oh, that's a pace and a half, and the trade is there for Freiburg. Even though he doesn't win the initial fight, he takes a 4-on-4 straight away. Dennis, he's had enough of this. He's going to get aggressive, but NATO's watching it. Dennis still yet to get a frag in this map. 4-on-3 right now for Heroic. They've still got a player committed outside of Monster. Stown goes down inside of the connector. This is messy, but Tizian getting traded within the site opened up a possibility to take B. Got B still here with a resmoke, but does he realize S-Tag's already out?
Oh no, just in his peripheral vision, S-Tag emerges. God B a bit tunnel vision down towards Monster, will fall prey to that man out from the Monster, and now it's tabseN alone, a 1v3, and that Molotov going to hold him back even longer. If no one overextends, I think tabseN just has to back off and hold on to the AWP here. If he does so, there is still money for Big to invest in the following round, so you would understand the save. And you can see how paranoid he is because he's looking behind him.
I don't blame him.
With how this match has gone, yeah, you got to have eyes in the back of your skull if you're Big at this point.
And in the side, both sides, Harry. You need 360 vision at all times.
Thankfully, no one goes hunting for tabseN, so he will get away with the AWP. And there is still a chance for Big, but I mean, with how one-sided this T-sided is looking, I don't know, I'm struggling to build the case for Big that I want to be able to build. I was really hoping we could get to Vertigo, that we could get to map number 3. I did not anticipate Heroic looking so damn good over on this T side.
It's a T side of their map pick, and these guys have been doing a lot of prac. I spoke to NATO on the way over today, and he said that since joining this team, they have not taken a day off. They have worked all day, every day, boot camping as well. So all together, I mean, that makes a huge difference as well when you are just joining a team to just go straight into a boot camp. Really good way to make sure you're all on the same page and really get things going. They are 7-1 up. This might be a change. Dennis taking his first kill of the map, dropping Freiburg. NATO with a drive-by through the smoke, running, didn't even let go of W. He's going to get the kill. Up onto A, they take the bomb, but Xantares holds strong. 6 HP the difference as he drops that package, and Godby's up on long. They don't expect it. He doubles. This could be the change Big need. A 4-on-1, finally looking like a second round to come through, unless Stown has something up his sleeve.
And surely he's not ready for this wrap from Tizzy, and that is kind of the fail-safe here for Big. Even if Stown is able to get a couple of kills inside of the site, it is this wrap that looks to solidify things. Yeah, Stown not ready for it. Tizzy and gonna mop him up. Big in with their second, and you know, maybe in that round there, with the bomb heading into that bomb site first, the second it's so deep and so committed with no trades nearby, it did feel like it was kind of all said and done from that point on in.
That kill.
And a tactical timeout now called through from Heroic. They might be 7-2 up, and that might have been their first loss in a little while, but they really weren't happy with how that panned out.
He's too quiet. I can't hear him, Harry. I'm trying. Although a Danish-speaking team, of course, Peacemaker doesn't speak Danish, so something we can try and garner from the team is what he's saying, but we don't want to leak all the secret strats, at least. This is still looking like a dominant half for Heroic. They pretty much have done their T side of Overpass. That's the thing you have to remember. If this goes 8-7 to Big, which I'm very doubtful, Heroic, you know, they may feel a little bit down after losing 6 rounds in a row, but they're still going to have all the rounds they need and more. But I imagine they've got a few more plans. Again, no AWP for NATO. Might just be saving that for the CT side, it seems. So maybe, you know, Blame's decision earlier to not pick that up wasn't even a misdecision, but oh yeah, I think Gobby, I hope he watches this game back so he realizes that this smoke is failing. I'm assuming that's him that threw it again, but it's got the same gap, and he was the one to throw it initially. He's in connector, and he got there very fast, so it won't have been Gob. Someone else is throwing that this time, so Big need to work on their monster smoke. Gobby re-aggressing down connector side. He's forced backs down with the utility, but he's alongside Freiburg this time. NATO clearing up towards short at the same time. They want to split connector from top and bottom. Gobby, he's going to get domed. NATO takes him down fast up on A. Now Heroic just bail at the connector. They've cleared that position. They don't need to worry about taking it through the hallway. It's never fun. The door's been blown up as well, as Antares is going to move in through, try and get up towards top side. This can allow for the rotate of Tizian. If he gets the info, and he does, one kill trade straight away, we might see Tizian go back up. The issue is they've lost connector now, so Big, they could easily get dealt with a wrap. Heroic can drop down towards B at a moment's notice.
Oh, we're trying to create some space. It's Dennis trying to seize the gap here. Pushing forward, gets the damage off onto NATO. That bomb spotted on the back of Blame F, looking to retreat down through the connector, but there's only Tizian here. Player over at short. Blame F gonna have an easy time of besting Tizian on the entry. And Dennis and Tabson coming in for this rotation. There is Tabson finding the first man, pulling this back into a 2-on-2, and now just holding, anticipating this repeat from Freiburg.
Oh, no.
Dennis messes up the flashbang, and Freiburg able to pick up everybody at the end. The hat trick for him. And another round for Heroic.
Yeah, huge performance from Freiburg right now in this map. He is you know, top of the charts right now for Heroic. Back on Inferno, we saw the likes of Natos down, some of these younger players having great games. Now Freiburg is stepping up to the mark. And yeah, that's unfortunate. Dennis, he goes out with a flashbang, but Freiburg, he hears it, he dodges it, and Dennis gets just a little bit blinded off of it. That's enough to conceal his vision, and Freiburg catches both those players retaking within the B-bomb site. Tizian as well, he was close on short. He was playing a really weird off angle, but I guess the intention was there were, 10 seconds. If he drops the bomb off of a one-and-done spot like that, he wins the round, but he gets pushed through both Monster and short at the same time. Heroic with the split to the B-bomb site with seconds remaining to save their round. 8-2 here on the T side. Not stopping anytime soon. Tabson still with the AWP. Everyone else on pistols. That's been dropped over by God B. Aggressive flash for Big. They want to push this.
Yeah, I mean, they've got their hero AWP on Tabson, and they're looking to try and create space with it, boosting him over the top here. S-Tag surely not ready for this. Ooh, I think he saw it.
Yeah,
he
knows.
saw it.
He knows.
And now with Heroic, I'm curious how they're going to play around this. Ooh, Tabson missing that shot, getting down from the boost. Knows he's pretty lucky to have gotten away with his life, and all three players now looking maybe to rotate down towards B.
This looks like a race to be Heroic. They got past that double stack. They go, okay, there's at least 2 players aggro A. Let's try and rotate really fast down towards B. And it was like Big racing them back towards CT Sport while Heroic double back. But look at this, it's a fake. Now Big have just spotted the bomb leave A. They might be expecting a B play, and with all this utility coming in, I don't blame them, but it's doubling back towards middle, and these players from B are coming up the connector at the same time. Heroic are going for the A split, but it will be heard. GodB gets all the info, taps it with the AWP. It's time for him to step up.
And GodB on this flank might only have a USP, but they didn't know he was there. And now finding NATO, that's an AWP dropped over. tabseN dancing around inside of the bomb site. S-Tag trying to do what he can, but Dennis drops him. blameF alone, and this round has fallen apart for Heroic. The AWPs carried forward around where they had an AWP and armor on tabseN, USPs for the rest of the gang, and Big are able to pick it up.
And we talk about playing the brain game. Well, I love that call from Heroic, but GodB, just the information that he gains inside of those toilets is so valuable. And he even takes down NATO as well on that flank, like you mentioned. tabseN getting 2 with the AWP, and Dennis a double with the Deagle. Really nice round from Big. Out of nowhere as well. That was an eco from them with a hero AWP, and it's salvaged their economy. It's also broken Heroics. A pistol on Freiburg. NATO's now gone for the AWP, as it was the problem for him in the previous round, or at least for the rest of his team up on A. Ooh. Watch out for that wallbang, and again, you have to remember, look at tabseN. He can just get a re-aggression at any point. NATO wrapping back around through Monster. Now that scope will be heard by tabseN, so there's going to be a call not to peek long side, and they'll peek short side instead. tabseN getting aggressive. With the support of Xantares as well, this is a deadly duo. Big aren't trying to hide their efforts though. They've smoked off the tunnel, made it loud and clear that they have this part of the map. And Heroic have been slowly pushed out of B. They've gone back towards spawn. The AWP is holding barrels. Freiburg now got to be left there alone just to default and try and find a gap later in the round. In the meantime, Heroic look up towards A, but I say that. They throw the smokes and then they double back down lower. And in the meantime, tabseN's even rotated up the connector. This is a one-man B hold right now for Big. This could get dicey. Perfect timing.
Yeah, picture perfect timing. S-Tag is over at long. And, you know, we've seen him with some heroics from this position before. The issue is this time Dennis does get the spot off. This has tempted GodB to go for a rotation back up, and at that exact moment, the push now coming in towards B. GodB turning back around, Tizian here. 15 seconds, and so finding Freiburg is massive. This bomb on the back of blameF, not allowed to get into the bomb site, and GodB finishes things off. Big in with a fourth. They are starting to find their footing here towards the end of this first half.
And this is just a game of trying to read rotations from the T side. Heroic are making it so, well, I was going to say difficult. I mean, it doesn't seem difficult with Big reading it so well, but Heroic are constantly switching up the sites that they plan on hitting. And you can see how keen Big are to rotate off the back of that. As you said, the second that S-Tag shoots up on long at the 25-second mark, GodB begins to rotate, and that's when they realize it's actually B. So it wasn't a problem, but it's just so back and forth. I'd love to just see Heroic hit us with like a blanket execute on the next rifle round, like go fully into a site. Try and get another one of these long timings potentially. We've already seen every time Heroic have gone long, they've had it for free. So maybe that's the answer.
Wow, this round is just Glocks for the most part. A PT-50 spread thinly here and there. They're not expecting to find too much, and that wrap from Xantares should make it so. Stowns retrieved the M4 and a smoke. It is heading down towards B. Tizian's heard the rotate and will drop the bomb, and with it, any chance that Heroic are able to get something from this round. A fifth now for Big.
I will say it feels weird seeing Dennis with a capital D at the start of his name. But it's great to see him on the roster. That's what I do enjoy. So far, not having the best of games, though. He did recover from going 0-5 at the start of the map, at least. But Big have pulled the last 3 rounds in a row to make this one a little bit closer. Heroic fast up through that Molotov. They just smoke it off and take control towards Fountains. This time Big do send players up on long. tabseN's there with the AWP. Dennis alongside for that bait and switch. Freiburg taking down Xantares quick outside of B. That's a huge pick for Heroic. Double nade back in, but he just avoids it. 50 HP on him after that utility. Dennis close in the toilets as well, and Heroic are moving in closer. This mid-round aggression could be everything from godb, but friberg is holding for a default. If godb keeps going, he's going to walk into the jaws of the beast. He seems aware of the position. Very common to hold as a B default player. Tizian clearing out the left side, and this is going to be a 1-2 punch. godb, he hits him in the face. Dennis going to get forced back out of the toilets as Heroic start to re-aggress. This AWP coming in clutch for tabseN, taking down Blame F, but Stound's already up on the site.
Yeah, not close enough, however, to catch tabseN falling back from long. Flash will be there, provided by NATO. Dennis going to bail tabseN out of the trouble he was in, spraying through the smoke, almost getting away with the kill, but not quite. tabseN is brought down low. Bomb planted, and Stound able to find the AWP over at long. Will they be ready for Dennis? Still alive, still kicking over here on the long side of things. Stound does seem aware. Oh, Shadow spotted. Dennis still going to win that somehow, some way. The retake in full force here, and S-Tag, 33 points of health. The bomb is planted for him. Smoke down on it, and S-Tag hasn't heard them hit the defuse just yet. Actually, no smoke for the bomb, but S-Tag missing these shots. Tizian body blocking like a champ. Drawing a bit of a distraction, able to finish things off, and that will be big, recovering in a 2-on-3 retake there.
Yeah, recovery being a great word for how this half has gone for them as well. They have really pulled this back. I mean, at one point, what was this, 8-2? Yeah, 8-2 to Heroic, and Big have managed to field the last few rounds of this half so far. Can they get the final one? Double AWP as well. godb going to be joining the ranks of tabseN. godb had a far better map here than that of Inferno. He was struggling, but really been showing up in spades. At least on Overpass. friberg close up on short. godb again winning that duel, this time with that sniper. Send Heroic packing. friberg won't get the quick B pick, and tabseN might lock out these Ts as they push up towards A.
Yeah, he's even got support from Dennis. Now, tabseN might be fully flashed. That doesn't stop him from removing S-Tag. Dennis, they try and clear him, they try and check it, but tabseN and him, they've got this crossfire solidified. And in the blink of an eye, Stound, the only man left from this Heroic push. 1-on-5, it feels unlikely. Trying to deal with Dennis first. He does get away with some chip damage, but that will be it. Zentara's there to finish off the round, and Big, they recover. As you say, it was 8-2 in favor of Heroic at one point in time. This first half ending 7-8. Big getting the last 5 rounds consecutively, have salvaged a decent first half. Can they pull it back? We'll find out after a break.
Walk away, walk on, baby. Walk away, walk away, walk on, baby. Walk away, walk away, walk on, baby. Walk away, walk away, walk on, baby. Walk on, baby.
8-7 on the half in the favor of Heroic. Their map pick is certainly looking good over on the T side. I bet they would have wanted a few more considering how dominant that half initially was, but Big managed to really pull things back on their own on the CT side. The question is, Harry, I mean, Heroic's T side looked rampant with executes. Is a CT side exciting? Is it interesting? Because so far they've been really fun to watch, and I'm excited to see if Big can crack the tough nut that is Heroic. Odds still favouring the Danes, but Big with a lot of util for the pistol.
Yeah, push about to come through almost immediately from Big. Just as B executed the pistol round. Now there are players here, 4 of them to be precise, for Heroic, although with 3 of them right now, or 2 of them rather, over towards this short water, they are going to struggle at keeping this bomb out of the bomb site. And actually, a lot of ground gained here by Big. The bomb now going down, and this leaves just Blame F and NATO alive. 2v5, and they might want to back away from this one. Conceding a lot of ground the way of Big, and that will be them now tying things up and looking to springboard themselves into the lead here, looking to this second half.
Weirdly enough, that was the exact same CD pistol round that North ran earlier against Na'Vi, the other Danish team in this group. They went for the instant boost up on B and the double short push at the same time. The issue is, Big went for the blanket execute and all pushed Monster, so they completely bypassed that setup and caught Heroic off guard. I like the cool, but yeah, that's one thing that kind of does counter it. Full-on Monster play for Big, and a round picked up from them. They're certainly looking confident over on the player cams.
I think, so it says tech pause. I think this is a tech, right? You're not allowed to speak to the coach, so they were feigning some sign language there. At least I assume it's a joke. It would be impressive had they all just learned. I mean, to be fair, I feel like then you're really pushing Zentares to his limits. It's like, yeah, you got to learn English and German, sign language and German. But hey, I mean, you know, if any team was going to do something ridiculous like that, I really wouldn't put it past Big.
Yeah, you know, it wouldn't be the no, I'm not gonna. It wouldn't be the biggest exploit Big have looked at before. Let's go with that. 8-8 though, Big take the pistol, and now they start things off in the second half. This is where we could be seeing Vertigo on the horizon if they can keep things up. Do Heroic have solutions? Well, they certainly have scouts, 2 of them. Lots of util as well. All HE grenades down on this B bomb site. I wonder if they're going to throw them in towards Monster, although Stound's already been picked up. Not going to have a chance. NATO and Freiburg still remain. Oh, what a shot from Freiburg from the barrel. He's really been good so far on Overpass. Has he got any more? Ooh. Yes, Freiburg through the smoke. King of the B site here. And he may have a little bit more on the tank. He hits the tag. Dennis is 4 HP. Tabson gets the kill, but these players are still very susceptible to the scouts.
Yeah, they've been really softened up by Freiburg. It feels like maybe he's done enough to find something in this round. Now all that's left is for Blame F, NATO, and S-Tac to try and finish what Freiburg started. Almost the lineup there. Blame F dropping Tizian, and it's Dennis with 4 points of health left in the 1v2. This should have been Big moving back into the lead, but no, it is going to be Heroic securing that 4 spy. What a round from Freiburg and the rest of the gang down towards that B bomb site.
And double scout in heaven as well. I mean, talk about being relentless. How do you even deal with that? How do you expect that if you're Big, right? You get 1 scout, tags you, it finishes off the kill, you trade it, oh, and there's another scout, instantly repeat and killing you. So 9-8 and Heroic, they find that 4 spy win. Big buying up once again here on the T side, but not a lot to play with. Scout going to be on Tabson at least. UMP on Dennis, 3 pistols. It's in fact, I'd argue, worse than the buy Heroic had in the previous round. Yeah, they've got the UMP, but I'd rather a double scout. Not on the T side, though. That's safe to say. Blame F with the Org. He's going to be backing off immediately as he spots them come out through party side, but needs to be careful. They can double peek him here. Ooh, almost gets drawn in by the bottom player. Will get tagged by that scout. Uh-oh, they are getting close. Nate going through, he surely is going to be dead to Dennis and almost getting the kill. 2 HP, NATO finishes off the frag. Going to have to smoke off long to keep him concealed in this corner. He will get a chance to back off towards the site, but do remember that one AUG, the best gun in the server, is left out in the open, so Freiburg wants to deal with it. He doesn't want them to grab it. He'll pick it up, and he'll get traded straight away.
And now there's 2 guns here that can be retrieved for Big. Slowly but surely, they're amassing an arsenal of weapons to try and topple this heroic squad. Nade raining in, doesn't find really any damage, nothing to write home about. S-Tag on the wrap round, trying to solidify this round, but already Big, deep within the bomb site. NATO finds himself another second kill of the round. It's got B left standing and Armorless out in the open. Stown cementing a 10th for Heroic.
The cool part about that is when NATO's on Dumpster, he fires off a shot, he gets tagged, he wraps around to bank, and right after he wraps around to bank, his teammate throws a nade. Stown comes up from B and he throws a nade from Dumpster, and at that point, Big have only seen one player on A, and they think that NATO threw that nade. At the same time, he wraps bank and he gets the kill to the man crossing to truck, because he's so focused on supposedly NATO on Dumpster, but it's Stown instead, so you know, nothing on purpose there for Heroic, but a nice little fact that catches Big out. 10-8. Full eco from Big. This is going to be the 11th for Heroic without a doubt. We've just got, you know, Glocks, P250s, and a lone Deagle on Dennis. Ooh, Blame in the connector. Xantares getting drawn in by the door, getting blown open. That's when Blame gets aggressive. Tabson with the trade. NATO drops the bomb, just pushing up with a CZ and Scout. No fear. S-Tag, same story, but he will go down. Dennis looking to double it up. Stown is just taking the fight. Tabson may have retrieved the bomb once again, but Big really have nothing to work with, and Heroic are pushing up on long. In the meantime, they're going to be able to drop Tabson armorless. One bullet will send his aim flying, and it's messy, but it's a kill, and it's the bomb dropped again for Heroic. They've just shuffled it into the open this time.
And this is where all that's left for Dennis to do is the honourable thing, and that is to run to his demise.
Or sneak to it. Nope.
There we go. Freiburg, 3 kills and an 11th round for Heroic, but this is the round that we were looking forward to. This is where we get to see a buy. We get to see how the CT side of Heroic stacks up against the fall buy from the Big squad. Because while they still have this lead built up, considering it was, what, 8-2, 8-1? 8-2 at one point in time.
Yes.
This is a hell of a lot closer than it ever looked like it was going to get. Big is still hot on their heels, chomping at the bit to get back in with a round. And already early Molotov throwing in to deny a short peek from Heroic. Now we'll go running through that water Molotov and post themselves up outside of B. S-Tag and Stown looking like they want to go running through. Not conventional by any stretch of the imagination. Still going to net 1 kill. The bomb dropped. S-Tag, he's got the bomb. He's deep within the T spawn. They've got to go back and get it. Blame F able to find Tabson inside of the B bomb site. Dennis desperately looking for S-Tag. This is not a conventional round of Counter-Strike by any means. It's Xantares alone, 1v3. That bomb still with S-Tag sat on top of it.
If I'm Big, I am hating playing against Heroic right now. They are not giving any room away, and they are so annoying. Big go into their first rifle round of the half, and Heroic double rush Monster with a flashbang. Bomb dropped.
Through a smoke as well.
Yeah. Nice shot from Xantares. He gets the bomb back as well, but I mean, just the fact that we're in this situation is unreal. Let's see if we can close it out. Do not count this man out. He's got the chance to take 2 one-on-ones. I doubt Heroic are going to split up too heavily. They want that somewhat trade potential. Blame's watching the drop from top side A. Xantares definitely couldn't have gotten there so far, but he'll start running up towards short, making it very clear as well. Molotovs, flashes, all of the trimmings going in. And he will get the bomb plant for free, reading the situation well that Heroic will probably double B right now. Oh, they're very fast though. NATO's up, and Xantares will take them both. 4 kills in that round. He clutches it out for Big. Heroic getting a little bit ahead of themselves with that rush back into the site.
Yeah, I admire the idea of just, we're going to play this no respect style, right? We'll just rush him, and 2 of us, 1 of him. But you got to remember, it's Xantares.
Yeah.
He does defy the odds a hell of a lot. And not only that, NATO, slightly too far ahead of Blame in that situation, did give just 2 individual fights the way of Xantares. Yeah. And if there's any man you don't want to give those one-on-ones to, it is going to be that player within the big squad. Nades raining in towards middle. S-Tag on the other side, fully flashed, as is Stown. He gets away with a lot of damage, but not quite the kill. Blame F aggressing down through long. There are so many players here. They want to try and catch Blame while they know they've got him. He's fully flashed on the rock. Tizian finishes him off. And just Freiburg and NATO left up in this round.
Just wacky little setups here. That was a double AUG in party. 2 AUGs, 3 pistols. Heroic fully flashed off though. They get a lot of damage. They take down Tabson, but that's not going to be enough here. Freiburg and NATO left with pistols, and I think they got the wrong read as well. Freiburg spotted no one come down the connectors. He's assumed they've walked past him on short. They've actually snuck all the way through T-spawn. Big taking the long route towards this B bomb site, but they will get it for free with NATO being up on the A side of things for now. Resmoke on long, and now NATO's beginning to question it. Now Freiburg starts to wonder why. And it's all coming clear now for Heroic. If he can get a kill here, maybe stop that bomb plant from going down, it could be something. I wonder if they're expecting him here. Got B already first to fall. There's another low player. NATO can set his teammate up to get aggressive, so the flash is in, and oh, they're blind. He gets a tag. NATO's killed his teammate. Zantares able to shut it down though, and Dennis finishes NATO in the heavens as well. That was very close. He hits the tag down to the planter, very, very low HP, but not able to finish off the job. Nice try in that 2-on-4, but albeit... Oh, sorry. I don't know what I was about to say, but either way, it wasn't meant to be.
And I mean, you know, as fun as it's been to watch the Heroic squad play, these last few, it does feel like they've kind of like tried to almost run a different gimmick every round. And
yeah.
At one point, I would just love to see, you know, what the default looks like. You know, you just play a more standard round.
Just chill out.
You don't always have to triple peak monster with a flash. You don't always have to, you know, rush short from connector as the CT side with all bisons.
But I do understand why they're doing it. They are remembering, like at the end of the day, on Big, if you let them play their own game, if you let them run the executes that they want to do, Big are going to feel very comfortable on this map. They're going to have the game plan. They're going to have the strategy. Heroic are just trying to upset it, but I do agree. I want to see a default round. Some point. It won't be here, though, Harry. There's no way Heroic is splitting up with USPs.
No, they're all grouped up over here amid a flock of Heroic players.
Flock of Danes, mate.
Well,
some Danes.
Yeah, some Danes.
And a Swede.
He's like the rare sighting of the group.
The yellow spotted Dane.
What?
Yellow and blue.
Leather, as you said, the leather spotted Dane. Freiburg, you know, maybe he's a leather man.
I don't know, Harry.
I tell you what, with how he's been punishing Big, it wouldn't surprise me if he's a leather daddy in disguise.
Full-on gimp suit, mate.
Heroic. Big, they've read this like to a T, you know? And this is kind of the one problem with running these gimmicks every round. Big was so aware, like, okay, right, so what is the most gremlin thing they could possibly do? Oh, probably sneak walk down mid and then all try and flank through T-spawn.
That's the kind of strategy that I'll call in an eco round in like a pug, and no one will ever do. Like, so if I call a ramp rush on Mirage on pistol, what will happen is 5 players will push ramp, will clear it, 1 will go Palace, 3 will go T-spawn, 1 will go back con. It's nice to see at least Heroic are all doing it together. A rarity. But finally they got guns back out. The AWP on NATO as well. This has been something we've been waiting to see on the CT side come to life. And the boost up expected from Zantares. Look at the damage he finds through the wall as well on S-Tag, down to 20. NATO was desperately hoping that Zantares would continue forward, but with him being tagged from Freiburg on the top, he'll just back off safely. 10 HP the difference, chuck him the AWP.
I mean, you can see Big, they're just holding, right? They know that Heroic have been the ones maybe slipping up, going for these aggressive plays, and that's just what they're waiting for because they've been rewarded for it almost every single time. You know, now on the back of losing Freiburg early, we do see a more passive approach from Heroic. They've set NATO up down in short water to watch Monster. and anchor this B bomb site. And that will facilitate a 3-man hold over here at A. You got to get there pretty quickly, though, because Blame F playing this bait and switch position. You need someone to try and draw the attention away, and that's what S-Tag is here to do now. Actually going to set Blame up with a flashbang.
Oh,
Tabson
no.
was looking away, and that is Blame dropped.
Yeah, Godby almost got killed there on the corner, but he's managed to get back and have his teammate cover him. S-Tag's position has been given up by the smoke, and Dennis double entry into A. Big round from him. There was a point where Dennis was 0-5. He's now 14-11. So talk about a resurgence. Not just him, but the rest of Big as well. This is looking like they want to take us to Vertigo. 12-11 here on the T side. NATO saving the AWP. And yeah, since Big have hit the terrorist half, I would definitely say that, you know, not to take anything away from Big, but Heroic have certainly been playing themselves somewhat. NATO really wants this orb, but Big, they don't want to let him save it, and that smoke is proving to be a bit of a problem. Trying to meander around it. Flash is good. Ooh. Okay, NATO's better. Can he get more? Yes, he can. Double. Oh, NATO, what on earth is this? 3 kills. Are they going to keep going? Yes, they are. And NATO will eventually fall. A valiant attempt, and the AWP won't be saved in time. The thing is, I think that's another case where like they wanted the AWP because Tabson had the AWP in that round, or someone did at least. And the hesitation whether you go, do you want the AWP? And then you realize that the round time is actually lower than you're used to. And next thing you know, you have to buy your own, and that's what they've done. Oh no, I think, yeah, Tizian's dropped it over.
Regardless, Big back in the lead, and they've actually broken the economy of Heroic. So this is where now we're going to hopefully start to see this majority German squad pull ahead in this map. They're looking to try and take us through to Vertigo. Now, with how crazy these first two have been, I can't imagine the chaos that lies in wait over on. But it's not like disorganized chaos. It's like Joker from Batman level of anarchy, right? Like, it's all a big plan, but also it's not. Like, there's method to the madness, but it is insane all at the same time.
Oh, train box the Molotov. Where's Dom when you need him? Ooh, what's this from her? That's for the default plant spot. They're giving up A in the hopes that a plant comes through. And if it comes late enough, Harry, and they throw this triple nade onto the plant spot, Heroic might win the round.
That is just disgusting.
Yeah, this is filth. I really want to see this.
I want it to work. That's the best bit. Like,
there's 30 seconds. This could really be a problem.
Let's see. I mean, Big, they've kind of been conditioned to play this very, very slowly just because of how much aggression Heroic have been taking.
Oh, no.
Come on, okay, 20 seconds left. The bomb's making its way in. They've been waiting all round for this moment. Now, the timing has to be right. You can't go too soon. You can't go too late. Godby's planted. They throw it in, but he gets the bomb down.
They could have legitimately won that round.
That is a sick idea, though. Yeah. You want to talk gimmicks. Heroic have got so many.
I love the plan, and they might still even win the round, Harry. They're in a 5-on-3. Don't get me wrong. This should be Big's round every day of the week, but Heroic, the numbers game certainly playing in their favor. Boost up front's down. Oh, he's low. Oh, he's found the kill anyway. Dennis up in the toilets. No way Heroic are going to win this round. Tabson and Dennis left up standing strong. Dennis with 2. What a round from Dennis. 3. And he might be able to stop the defuse as well. Tabson's fallen in the meantime, but they don't have a kit, and the time's expired. Big will win the round. But what an eco from Heroic. I've got, like, we're joking around here, Harry, but we've got to give props to them. So many new ideas, so many fresh little tricks.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the other issue with doing gimmicks every round, and that is
you're doing gimmicks every round.
Well, no, like you're really kind of just like blowing your load all at once, right? Like they don't have anything left in the bank. Surely, how many more of these have they got? Like, you know, normally, it's not uncommon. The old meme, you know, saving strats for the major. That's something that Heroic have never heard of. You know, they're just getting it all out in this one map versus Big.
I'm learning a lot. I'm downloading this demo tonight.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever, like, this is just like almost like a compilation of like, fun overpass strats, but it's just a whole map of Counter-Strike.
It's just Heroic's CT side. Actually, I mean, both halves, really. Their rotations on T side were pretty crazy, back and forth between the bomb sites. unpredictable and predictable. When Big finally worked out what was going on, at least, they managed to pull back, well, if you're just joining us, an 8-2 to an 8-7. So, considering, how did this go? 8-7 with Big winning pistol. Heroic won the force by round. It's been pretty slow since then.
You are bang on as well. We do have to give credit to the way of Heroic, like just to come up with so many kind of innovative little, you know, takes. Even if not all of them work, you know, the old saying, throw enough of a substance at a wall and some of it will stick, Hugo.
Yeah, a substance, of course. A sticky one. I mean, the issue is you can run all these gimmicks, but you've got to win the rounds. Finally, that might be happening. Heroic run something default. They just go for a short side crushing with a connector split, and Big walk right into it. There's an entry from Dennis. Man, what a second half this guy has had. He might be the savior for Big here on Overpass, bringing us to that third map. This round's still doable. A 2-on-5. Now that would be crushing. If Heroic lose this round, I think the map's done. Just off the back of, you know, not even just morale, but economy, everything. So NATO dropping the bomb, huge frag. Dennis, he can pick it back up. I mean, yeah, he's been good, but is he 1v4 ace good?
I mean, he clutched out that previous round like a genius. But this one, however, up against the armored opponents, the armed opponents of Heroic, not as much of an easy feat. He will get the 1v3, but brought down to 19 points of health in the process. They hear him tap that bomb. Blame now aware that it is just a fake. He'll tap it again, and this time, like, yeah, just pretending, just playing with you, Dennis. This time he sticks it, and Blame, no, no, he doesn't.
Oh, no. That's actually his own undoing as well. He wanted to stick that, and he accidentally got off because he was so ready to be peaked. And then he re-sticks it, and then he gets peaked. Messy, but I like the attempt.
Blame is like the Goblin King of Counter-Strike. That's like the... Because even there, how he plays that in that situation... You know, like so many teams would just, you know, hear the fake plant, and then it's like, okay, well, even if we triple peek him, like, you know, he's fake planting, maybe he gets one.
Yeah.
But there's no, Blame just toys with him, wastes that time to the point where he knows that if you're Dennis in that situation, eventually you have to stick the bomb plant. You know, you can't just keep fake planting forever.
Fake it till you make it, Harry.
Sadly, Dennis never made it. Now it is Heroic with a full buy versus this eco over on the side of Big. So a chance for them to tie this up once more.
Yeah, this would be a huge round. Big sneaking up towards A, though. They're just looking for the fast contact play. And look at the setup right now for Heroic. There's only 2 players even here. One of them's not even on the site. Blame's coming up through CT right now, and NATO has no idea they're this close. Tabs, and what a shot. Oh, dear. Big, they could have just dived into A off the back of that. They might have won the round if they had, but they weren't to know that Heroic had no one here, and now they have 2 players, S-Tag and Blame. A little bait and switch. Blame making first contact. Once he makes contact and gets a kill, he swings out to the right side to draw away their attention. That's when S-Tag's position's even more valuable. Stound's going to get flashed deep into Monster through the smoke. And that can allow for Freiburg's rotation as well. Big, they can always back off towards B with the setup, but they have no one towards short, so it's unlikely they will. It's looking like the A play into the triple stack with the late flank coming in from Stound.
Still, these pistols getting close. S-Tag has alleviated a hell of a lot of the pressure here. He is chaining together everybody that tries to step foot in this bomb site. Stound now arriving as well. Heroic tying this up 13-all.
And instead of just off the back of the round starting double flashing 3 players through Monster, that's the kind of thing that I like to see from Heroic. Like, that's a great call. A mid-round situation, a 4-on-4, and they flash down aggressively into B. He gets the info, and as a result, Heroic can just stack the A site. That's a kind of, that's not a gimmick. That's just a really nice mid-round call, and Heroic seem to have all these ideas. Sometimes you just need to keep it a little more basic, and it works out for you. So that's a great example of that happening. 13-13. They get rid of the pistols from Big. Great shot from Tabson as well at the start of the round to take down NATO. But this is so close now. Anyone's game. Vertigo is the 3rd map. If Big managed to take us there, alternatively, Heroic could be looking at a 2-0. And potentially sitting in that top spot alongside North, who managed to take down Na'Vi earlier on today in a 2-1 fashion as well. We've had some real blessed Counter-Strike tonight.
Yeah, potentially everything could be coming up Danish, at least on day one. This buy from Big, actually, you know, you've still got the scout in the hands of tabseN now. He's been pretty good with it, but curious if that's going to prove to be much of a limitation here for Big in this round. They take control of Connector, now looking to try and move up here towards A. NATO watching short. He has Blame F over in the toilets. NATO about to get peeked. Shoulder peek for Xantares, baits that initial shot, and that grants him safe passage into the toilets. They're up close here at short. The team flash. Blame F still able to correct it, and he's actually got a bump beyond and done far more than that. Blame F him with a double. NATO here to help out, and they're tearing Big apart. Heroic, a 14th round.
NATO fully blinded Blame F. He also fully blinded both the Ts on the other side. Blame F recovers from the flashbang and he gets 2 kills. That's pretty unreal. Wow.
And I mean, it's just another one of these rounds where Heroic moved back into this more standard setup.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, it did just kind of feel like maybe they were outbraining themselves. Like, I loved all the strategies, each and every one of them. But, I mean, if you're able to do that when you're just playing a standard round of CS, there's no need for the quintuple, I don't know, like whatever they
inside, out, back,
yeah.
forth, jump round, rotate. Yeah, like they're just playing it simple now with these little 2-man setups, and this is working wonderfully. Oh, there's a spot. Blame's been seen, and he's going to just go huge. Oh, it's NATO to take the second kill, actually, with the back with the AWP. Blame, flash. This time he will dodge it, and he'll get a kill from it.
This little tag team of Blame F and NATO Safix on the A bomb site is fantastic. I love watching these two playing off of one another.
Oh,
and there's Freiburg at the end to cement it. Map and series point now for Heroic.
This has been a pleasure to watch from you know, both maps.
Yeah, and there's been so many like great little things. I mean, I feel like the one that we're definitely going to see teams maybe look to borrow from is that nice little like nade setup idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very situational. It would only work versus, you know, like certain teams. But if you come up, think about if you come up against like a Na'Vi, for example, on a map like Overpass, they love leaving it down to the last few seconds. If you have something like that up your sleeve, that's fantastic.
Yeah. On an eco round, especially where it's like, you know, it doesn't, like if it doesn't work,
no, it doesn't matter, right? Like, yeah,
go,
you know,
like,
oh, we spent
whatever.
$600 and
Yeah.
it could have won us the round, it didn't. But like, you know, it's people would more than be willing to throw it away if it's a P250. So why not a nade? You know, it gives you a great shot.
Oh, Heroic sitting a round away from victory, a round away from taking this 2-0 against Big on their debut LAN performance with this roster. Hard work paying off. NATO on the site. Oh, what a shot. Got B running right into it. NATO holding on to B, but now I'm going to have to give it up. He is alone right now, and his teammates getting smoked off in heaven. Big do get the bomb plant in. That molly just missing. The nade won't. tabseN's on 40. Dennis on 3. Tizian on 30. No one is safe right now. Big are getting whittled away at. Where's that smoke for? Deep to cut off the monster peak. I love that. I've seen that one before. Dennis. Oh dear. Xantares to help him out. He's got some damage off. Now they're closing the distance in the pit. tabseN's hiding inside of the smoke, and they might not be aware of this one, but there's so much chaos going on. They're already sticking the bomb. Oh, Stound's going to win the round, but finally Dennis gets him off the defuse. Now they're jumping back on, and they've done it. tabseN alone. He gets them off again. Do they have time? I think just Heroic. They've done it, 16-13, the victory coming through in that second map, and they will take a 2-0 victory over Big. What an impressive game.